expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of W33BY, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
Hello, welcome to the Coffee Man Show. My name is Edgar Lohman, aka Coffee Man. We got a great show today. I love what I've been doing. I've been doing this since January the 5th, every Thursday live. We right here at WHPR. And if you're interested, if you got Comcast, you can turn us on channel 90. If you don't, you can actually download the free app, which is TV33, WHPR.com, and you can actually watch us on demand. We got a great show today. I always like to check my cup to see what we got stirring up, and it looks like we have some inspiration. And today's word for the day would be living. Just living and taking advantage of the full potential of life. You got people just kicking and breathing. You know, I was up early this morning on my way to Jackson, Michigan, and I drove down a certain street and I saw a young man standing in front of a store, and the store was closed. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. And then when I came back later on the day, about 12 o'clock, he was still standing there. And I was like, all I can think of, that was your plan for today? That was your way of living? I mean, you're sitting around, you're standing around in a situation waiting for somebody else's life to come by and pick you up. I remember an incident where a young man got in a car of a friend because he didn't have anything going on. And the guy stopped at the store, left the car running, his boy sitting on the passenger side. And he runs in and he robs the place, kills the owner, and leave out of the back door. And this young man is doing life right now, which is the passenger. They never found the shooter just because he didn't have anything going on. So by default, by association, when you don't have anything going on, you'll accidentally run into a situation that's not yours, that you don't have any control over. So you always want to plan your life and then go back and live it. We are entitled, I don't know if everybody know this, that you can actually write your life down on Monday. And write it down for Monday, Tuesday. I started out doing 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then I went back on Monday and started living it out. And I found myself accomplishing a multitude of things. And because we are people that see things as though they were, you are entitled to see the places you want to be in life and then go there. I mean, you don't believe that we think in pictures. Wherever you are, if you're not at home, I want you to picture whether or not your refrigerator opens from left to right or right to left. If you can picture that, then you are entitled to picture yourself anywhere in your life. Several months ago, I pictured myself on television sharing the Lord's goodness and his mercy over my life. I'm coming up shortly in June on 10 years drug free. You know, I have my daughter 10 years old. I had her for 7 years. I fought for the first 3 years of full custody. I am a single father. So the desires of my heart were stronger than just kicking and breathing. I made a conscious decision based on whose I am and who I chose to trust, which is Jesus Christ. And he started taking my life to the next level. I mean, we wasn't born just because our parents had sex. We were born and created from the womb. So the gift is on the inside. And how many people told you what you were good at and you blew it off because you might have been doing something else? A few people told me that I was good at plumbing, good at cutting grass, and now I'm a master plumber by trade. Been doing it since '89. It has been taking care of a multitude of bills. They also said I had a gift for gab. I said, what do you mean? They said you can sell ice to Eskimo. I was like, I don't like the cold. But anyway, what they were saying was that I had some things that I needed to be told about. So what is somebody telling you about the things that you have? It'll mess around and be the gift that you were called to do. You know, it's just amazing. You know, I was at Bible study yesterday and how my pastor talked about the prodigal son. It was two men, and the father, and one of the men wanted his inheritance now. You know, he didn't want it when his father left. He wanted it now. And his father, being who his father is, gave it to him now, and he went far away and done a lot of things with it, jacked it off, done whatever he had to do, and finding himself in the pen of the hog, eating the slop. And the amazing part about that, the son that did not go stayed close and comfortable, and I would call safe, with his father. But when his son came back home, he celebrated him. And why did he celebrate him? And why did his brother hate on him for being celebrated? Because we are set up to go and create, and whether we get it right or get it wrong, we still supposed to come back and remember our humble beginnings. So the prodigal son story, you know, and then the son that hated on his brother was really the one that was scared and afraid to venture out and do the lifestyle that God has called him to do. And I want to read something about God is supreme, but man is free to make his own choice. God alone saves, yet it is we who must make a decision, or whether or not we accept salvation. We must constantly come to God, or we will never be saved at all. I mean, I don't know who you trust in. And based on who I'm trusting is a mighty good God that has been taking my life as I surrender myself and humble myself to his will. He has been turning my whole life around. And I love to thank God in public, because there's no better place to be than under the presence of your heavenly Father. Like I say, we got a great show today. We got some giveaways. We always giving away coffee mugs. We're giving away coffee. We got some Coffee Man t-shirts. I got a young lady I'm going to introduce to some of y'all and present to others. She got a beautiful show coming up this month. We're going to be giving away some tickets. So we can be reached here at 313-868-0351. We're looking for callers today to where we can give out some tickets to a function that's coming up real soon. We're going to take a break. And when we get back, I'm going to have a young lady sitting here and tell me her story about the greatest things that she's doing here in the city of Detroit, as well as the state of Michigan. Stay tuned. Keep it hot. Keep it stirred. Hey, welcome back to the Coffee Man Show. My name is Edgar Loman, aka Coffee Man. Like I say, prior to break, we got a beautiful guest today. I couldn't wait to get her on. I actually saw her on Facebook through another person on Facebook, and I had to meet her. I had to get her involved. What I want to do is introduce this young lady to you guys, Mrs. Denitra. How are you, young lady?
I am awesome.
Great, great, great. You got some things going on that caught my eye here at the Coffee Man Show. Strolling monologue, and it looks like some women in some black and white, and back in the day, you don't look that old. I mean, you look like Nia Long is related, right?
Thank you.
So what's going on March the 31st, 2017?
So on the 31st, we're having Strolling Monologues, which is, I love your word that you're using today, living.
Okay.
So our show is a living exhibit of iconic African American women.
Wow.
So we're celebrating 5 African American women who we don't hear a lot about,
Okay.
but they've contributed to American history and abroad.
Wow.
So
My gosh. So is it similar to that movie that came out where they had the young lady Octavia and Mrs. Tanaji and
I'm so happy you asked that question because the event doesn't feature the women that were featured in the film, but we do have the first African American astronaut who worked for NASA, Mae Jemison, who will be featured.
Oh my God! Wow. So you have. So I'm trying to picture. Is it like a stage play, or when I hear rolling monologue, people gonna be on some rollerblades, or what we got going on?
So I'm very unconventional, and I can tell you how this whole idea came about if you
Okay,
if you want to
absolutely.
hear it.
Go with it. Yes, ma'am.
I was working with the photographer William Bailey. He's here in Detroit, and we were getting ready for a Black History Month photo shoot.
Okay.
And I thought about it, and I said, okay, I'll participate. Maybe I would style the models. Maybe I would do their hair. Maybe I'd do their makeup. And so I got up one morning, and I'm like, no, we gotta do something bigger.
Wow.
And one morning, I came up with a crazy idea to do this event. So this is our 2nd year.
Okay.
Last year was our 1st year. In portraying and celebrating African American women on a more creative level.
Wow.
So how this event looks is the actresses, we have 5 actresses that will portray the 5 African American women.
Okay.
They will be in scenes throughout the car center.
Okay.
And the guests will stroll scene to scene. So that's how the strolling.
Okay, because I'm thinking of moving stage back in the
No.
day at Joe Louis when
You
they had the
giving
skinny
me an
Luther.
idea though.
Right,
We
okay,
might do
yeah,
that
okay.
next year.
Wow.
We might do that next year.
Wow.
And so we have 3 different times, 3 different showings. One at 7, one at 7:30, and one at 8.
Okay.
So everyone can participate. I know you said you wanted to bring your daughter.
Right.
We want young women to come, and we want everyone to come, but in particular, we want women.
Okay.
This is, we're celebrating Black History. We do that 365, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
But March is Women's Month also. So
Okay.
we want young ladies to come
Right.
and see these iconic African American women who look like them and
Right.
who looked like them.
Wow. And it's March the 31st, the Car Center. Now, this is my first time hearing the Car Center. Where's that actually
That makes
located?
me so sad. So the car center is in Paradise Valley, and there's history there.
Okay.
But it's in the district, same district where the music hall is.
Okay.
The Detroit Athletic Club.
Okay.
The Opera House. It's on Center Street.
Okay.
And Grand River.
Great, because once I know we're going on the 31st, we'll be at the 7:30 show, and I'm looking for my first caller. I have 2 tickets for you guys to join us there. We'll be there, hanging out, drinking coffee, talking about how actually watching or walking through some historical moments and situations.
Absolutely.
Wow, and this is your 2nd year doing it.
This is my 2nd year doing this. I'm the creative director, but I could not do this without amazing people. So we have 5 actresses who are local in the city of
Okay.
Detroit.
Do you want to give them a shout out right now?
I do.
Go for it.
Alice Smith, who I think that's how you learned about the
Okay.
event. We have Asada Hockey. Linda Jones Remsen, we have Patrice Lucas, and Keela Harris. And so I won't tell you who they'll be portraying.
Okay.
You got to come and see. But yeah,
Now, you mentioned Mr. Bailey. Is he related to Crystal Bailey?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. They do fashion shows called The Walk in the city of Detroit.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Okay.
think
Yeah.
so.
Wow, that is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a must see, it's a must tell about, and it's a must keep others posted about our history. I mean, we're the only people that took for granted our purpose. You know, we don't go far back. We don't let nobody take us far enough back so we'll be able to tell somebody and pass it forward. You know, there was a movie out to where the candlestick that the father's father had, and he passed it forward and he
Absolutely.
told a story about
Absolutely.
it. Wow, I can't think of the name of it, but that is amazing. What we're going to do, we're going to take a break, and I want you to come back. And I want you to tell me. I'm curious about the other things that you're doing. You got a lot of things going on,
I do.
and we, the people here in the city of Detroit, as well as the state of Michigan, as well as on the Coffee Man Show, want to hear about it. Okay?
Absolutely. I want
Definitely.
to.
So y'all stay tuned. After this break, we'll be right back at you. Keep it high. Hey, hey, welcome back to the Coffee Man Show. My name is Edgar Loman, a.k.a. Coffee Man. We're sitting here with Denitra right now, and I notice her last name is Townsend. Are you related to Robert Townsend, the actor?
I might be. I'm not sure.
Okay. We give it, Robert, if you're listening.
If you're listening.
Yeah, call your people's name. Quit playing. Call your people's name. We got some stuff for you. All right?
I want to touch on last name for just a second.
Okay.
One of the women that we have featured in the show, Fannie Lou Hamer,
Okay.
she wasn't born Fannie Lou Hamer. One of the ways that I chose to feature her, her last name was Townsend.
Wow.
Her last name was Townsend. So actually, I'm in the process of doing a little bit of research
Okay.
to see if
Yeah,
we may be related.
It's something like green leaf or broken bark or something you can download and find out the name.
I'm
of-
working on it.
Okay.
We're working on
All
it.
right. My God. Now this right here is not your only baby. You got some other things in the basket. Can you share what you do? And because it sounds like you're reaching out and you're just helping other people. That's what I hear. If that's okay for me to say.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
So what I do image consulting. So I do wardrobe styling and personal shopping and hair and makeup, and my audience caters toward women.
Okay.
But I am the type of person, I don't do it for the love of fashion. I do it for the love of helping people, like you mentioned.
Wow.
And in everything that I do, it has to have a higher purpose,
Okay.
a deeper purpose.
Right.
So when you come to Strolling Monologues, you'll see my ideas of period dressing. So all of the women featured here, you'll see they're going to look like they did in their period of time.
Okay.
When they existed. So from hair, from makeup, from wardrobe, you'll see a sprinkle of what I do.
Wow, that is awesome. So will refreshments be served as well?
So we are going to have a reception
Okay.
afterwards, and so we will have refreshments for our guests.
Okay, beautiful. Oh my God, I'm still looking for that caller because I can actually use the tickets that she had given unto me to give away. I can use them. So you got about, it looks
Call
like
in,
about
people.
8 minutes. I'm going to say 5 because it's going to take me 2 to not answer the phone on the last 2 minutes. Because, oh my God, I'm so looking forward to it. These young ladies that I see here in this picture, the actors, you got them close to these images as possible.
So, God does all things well, first of
Right.
all, and you know that. The people that I actually put a call out for people to volunteer, they did
Right.
not know who they would be portraying, but each of these women, when you come to see, resemble each of these iconic women so much, you would think that it was a little bit planned out.
Right. Now, let me ask you, if a person wanted to get some tickets after the show, because I normally do a rebroadcast later on in the evening, I play my show Facebook Live, where you get a person get a chance to see what they couldn't see when we're doing it live. Where can you be reached if a person, or is it a contact number or a method that where they can purchase tickets?
So currently we're doing tickets via Eventbrite. But if you search Strolling Monologues on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, the way in which to acquire tickets is on there. But directly you can go to eventbrite.com and then search Strolling Monologues. And there you'll
okay.
see how to purchase tickets. You can get them at the door also. We encourage you to get them early though.
Right. March the 31st, 2017, the Car Center.
The Car Center.
Yeah, which is Grand River, 311 East Grand River.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I
Oh,
have
my
to
God.
tell you something about the Car Center too. If you haven't been, this is a jewel in the city of Detroit. They will be relocating. Sad story with that. Sad and happy. We have 3 levels to the Car Center, which we have access to, which we'll be using.
Okay.
So not only will you get a chance to take part in these iconic women's lives, but you'll also get to see what the Car Center offers and how beautiful of a building it is. It's really a part of Detroit history.
Now, let me ask you, when you mentioned downtown, my mind went straight to, oh my God, parking. How would that accommodate the ticket holders?
So there is a parking structure directly across the street from the Car Center. And there's street parking. And during that time, street parking is generally easily accessible.
Okay, great. Wow, I'm looking forward to this. I don't
I
see
am
my
too.
phone jumping.
Call,
I think
y'all.
somebody probably unplugged it. Could have been me. I don't know. It was probably unplugged.
I think they already have tickets. That's it.
There it is. There it is. And last year when you throw this, it was 3 events. You had 3 shows last year?
We didn't have 3 showings. We extended the time though, so it was 2 hours.
Okay.
And it was still strolling. Last year was amazing, standing room only.
Oh my
so
God.
you gotta. This is an event you have to see, and bring your daughters, bring your sons, bring your non-African American friends. They're
Right.
interested in African American history
Absolutely.
also.
We definitely want to know, and we
Yeah.
want to tell somebody else about it. So here on the Coffee Man Show, Denitra Townsend has brung something to the table that it's actually priceless. So let's get involved. Let's support her. The Car Center, they're talking about change in ownership, but we here at WHBR, I showed her earlier the big old baby fox we have in the back. So
It's
for
a
another
baby
location, with parking and everything and food, but my God, I'm excited for you, young lady.
Thank you.
We're definitely going to be there in the house. My God, is it anything else you want to share with us before we wrap this thing up?
No, call in, come. Eventbrite.com, search Strolling Monologues, and we
Okay.
will see you on next
Now,
Friday.
do you do this full time?
No,
Okay.
I do 60 other things
Okay.
pertaining to fashion and art
Okay.
and that sort
So
of.
you're self-employed?
Yes.
Wow. Now think about self-employment, meaning the things that you do with employment, trying to maintain bills, maintain loans, maintain anything you do with the job. And a person said they're self-employed, automatically you want to think about multiple streams of activity.
Absolutely.
You know, because think about it. You're working 2 weeks, how often you get paid, you're getting one paycheck. And subconsciously, when we look at that check, our mind go in multiple directions about who we have to pay. But all you have to do is reverse that situation to where you are entitled to go get multiple streams of activity
Absolutely.
going on and have multiple streams of income coming in. I mean, I used to do the 9 to 5. I've been self-employed. I worked at the post office for 10 years. When I realized that I can get it done better and no one else would ever pay me my worth. And I made a conscious decision. Yeah, the hills and the valleys are going to come. They supposed to. That's proof that it's doing what it does. I mean, it's so amazing how to do it. I've been self-employed since '89. I'm a master plumber by trade. I'm looking at the Coffee Man Show to invite others. When you give and constantly push others in front of you, then you by default you end up going. You know, we got a lot of things coming up. We got a lot of things going on as far as health and wellness. Stay tuned to the Coffee Man Show for next week. Keep your eyes on Facebook and different sites to check out this young lady. Before I go, I love to bring up a family member. I have my daughter here, Miss Elizabeth Longman. I don't know if she was saving the speech, but normally I say, hey, sweetheart, do you want to close us out?
Yes.
Okay, what do you want to say?
I love you guys and thank you for watching.
Hallelujah. And remember, vividly visualize yourself as the person you want to be and enthusiastically achieve your goal. Keep it hot. Keep it stirred. Here at the Coffee Man Show.